Hey up, and welcome to Shez's Corner. Now, I mean, my hair may be greasier than Ollie Sykes's, but this is a serious issue that we have got to address. Now, I know I haven't been uploading it in quite a few weeks. I mean, that's because I've started this new course. College is equivalent to a degree, and the amount of changes that have happened in my life, it caused me a lot of stress, and that stress all kind of came down on me at once, and as a result, I don't know what the word is, to be honest. I want to say depressed, but that would be an insult to people that actually deal with it. So I don't even know what the word even is to. But my first video is last night. I went to see Australian deathcore legends. Fire is murder. Yep, insane band, deathcore, death metal band, and support came from Justice for the Damned, Oceano, and After the Burial, which are deathcore, and gent bands respectively. Now, I went with a mate that I'd spoken to on Facebook, and we met for the first time there, which was awesome because it was just incredible, because it was a prime example of the metal community like sort of coming together and properly enjoying each other's company. Now, I was there. We met up with my mate and his mates, and we went into the show, and it was in the middle of the first band, Justice for the Damned set. So we went into I sort of gravitated towards the front of the stage because I wanted to obviously check out the pit, take a few pictures of the front row and whatever. So I did that. It turned out shit, but I don't really care. Anyway, so yeah, we was there, and I took a look at the pit, and literally all it was just a couple of goons with stretched ears and shaved heads, snapbacks on backwards. Basically, they looked like they dressed like grime artists with suffocation shirts on, essentially. And well, they weren't moshing. They were basically just swinging their arms around, like a bunch of like autistic kids. And that was quite sad to see because we all wanted like actual like proper circle pits where you're pushing each other in a circle and letting our energy out. These kids were they were just swinging their feet, swinging their arms and fists with the sole intention of hitting someone. Now that is no fun, especially in a mosh pit. Now I get it that deathcore bands had its roots in hardcore, so all the hardcore kids would go and they would do their hardcore thing. But at the end of the day, like for me, like deathcore, the main inspiration it draws from is death metal. So the music's a lot more metal orientated, and there was a lot of metalheads at that show. I'd have to say it would be, I don't know what the percentage is, but there were certainly a lot of metalheads, and crowd killing at that show was mainly frowned upon. There was a few people that were crowd killing and ruined. They ruined the entire show. Now, what else happened? Oh yeah, so Justice finished their set and Oceano came on. So and for District of Misery, which is my favourite Oceano song, there was a pit. Now, I'd never moshed before. I mean, I'd been kind of on the outskirts of a pit when I saw Monomath and Testament last year, and I was kind of, pushing people in. They were pushing me a little bit, and I was kind of pushing them, but I wasn't in the middle of the pit, running around the circle, push, 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 push. So I did that for the first time at Oceano, and it was awesome. Like, it was honestly one of the best experiences of my life, and and like every single metalhead, even if you've got anxiety, like the thing that was stopping me from moshing for these years that I've been attending live music is anxiety, pure and simple. And when Oceano played that first breakdown of District of Misery, it was like, I was like, fuck me, I gotta get in this shit. So I just ran and just went around in the pit, which was incredible, first time ever. And there was a couple of so that was basically circle pit. So after the burial played, I stood at the back for After the Burial because they're not really my thing. I'm more into I'm more into kind of simpler, heavier stuff. rather than Gent, which is fair enough. You know, a lot of people are like that. Then the headliners came on, Fire as Murder. Now, this was where my main problem with crowd killing and hardcore dancing comes in. So I positioned myself fairly near the front because I wanted to mosh to the Fire as Murder. So they went on. I can't remember what the first song. I think the first song they played that I recognised was the Purest Strain of Hate, and so that played. That was a pit, an awesome pit. You know, I had the time of my life in that pit, but I couldn't really enjoy it because literally in the corner of my eye, I had to watch for these little dickheads, waving their arms around, and like, is that supposed to look cool? Like, really, like you're just making yourself look like a total you're just making yourself look like a total spastic because you're just going around just whipping your arms around. Like, what the hell even is that? You know what I mean? And so yeah, we was we were the true moshers were sort of pushing each other around like you're supposed to, but these hardcore kids, they were making it into a complete disaster. And some people have actually sustained injuries so bad they've needed to set up GoFundMe's in order to get like the treatment required. And yeah, that's pretty sad. And honestly, there's no room for it in the metal scene. But it's a core show, core fans. What do you expect? Pure idiocy. Yeah, that's just made every single like metalcore fan, hardcore fan unsubscribe. So yes, I guess all that remains of all that get it because I said all that remains. They're a metalcore band. Ha ha, the banter. But yeah, I guess this is all that remains of my fan base, real metalheads. So I know that I haven't really been uploading like that well. That's only because like creatively I've just kind of like gone downhill massively, and I haven't really been feeling like being creative. But that show definitely, like moshing in the pit, that definitely relieved a lot of stress because I think I needed to treat myself to that show in order to get rid of all the stress, which I have now. So I'll be able to upload and it will be the same passion I did before. Peace. Crowd killing motherfuckers got the hoodies on with I am the purest strain of hate on the back. Now, it's a good song, but when you're crowd killing, you're not the purest strain of hate. You're the purest strain of autism. Oh!